Good everyone, and welcome to this video, and today we have the review on the HE-51 B2H. Obviously the H stands for hydroplane, as I mentioned in the first flight listing, which was the Battle Trophy What Will I Get video. To tell you the truth, I didn't think this was going to be as meme-ish as I thought. I was greatly mistaken. This aircraft is highly meme-ish. And HelloPhone left a nice comment on that video. He said, as if we need something along the lines of like, as if we need any more Joseph 2000 meme planes. Well, sorry, mate. But the H-51B2H has actually served me pretty dang well with most roles that it can. Obviously, you can shoot the floats off, which are really handy to do if you have a squad mate. And obviously you can bring the 6x 10 kilogram bombs, which they are not actually that bad. They are actually really good when you know how to precisionally aim them. They'll only be able to take out light targets, and I actually got a base kill with one set of these bombs. It was at about a quarter health, and I just thought, oh, I'm over here anyway after I killed a pea shooter. I might as well ditch the bombs and just see what happens, and I actually ended up killing the base. But the H-51 is primarily used as a fighter. However, I recommend climbing with it. You will notice though that the climb speed of the aircraft is actually pretty dang low. This is because obviously the floats are dragging underneath, and obviously the airflow will negatively affect the aircraft's performance. And well, you don't have a weapon with just a 750 horsepower BMW engine. Yeah. I mean, it gets the job done, this engine, but it could be better. But I mean, it's not so bad. I mean, I do like the aircraft. It's just this engine really does limit it. That's all I will say. So let's go into the stats and see what I did in the vehicle. So I used it a couple of times in tank forces just to help me out a bit. So in total we've got 49 air kills, 7 deaths, and 236 ground targets, plus a base kill. That is a lot. And obviously you can see here 182,000 lines earned and just over 17.7k towards the MiG-15 Biz, which isn't actually that bad. So normally I would leave the should you get this thing if you have the opportunity till last. I'm going to say it now. Should you get this thing? Yes, I think you should. If you're a big fan of hydroplanes and sea or capable sea landing aircraft like I do, like the Catalinas, the Sunderlands, you're going to love this thing. It's basically a H-51 with just floats on it. However, you will have to take into account, obviously those floats do negatively affect the airframe, and yeah, these aren't exactly wonderful floats. They do drag a lot, they can catch on like trees and stuff and fall off, so you just got to be careful. But otherwise, the game I'm about to show you was absolutely brilliant, other than we had an airfield camper, which, well, I'll point him out. So let's get right into this. So obviously, it's not the best plane. I'm going to say that right now. It is not going to be getting you kills left, right, and center. It does require a bit of well, usage of your brain, so to speak, which I can live with. I mean, I don't mind the plane for that reason, and personally, I like the plane because of that reason. And not only that, as I said in one of Digital Time Traveler's comment sections, I said the floats add a bit of badass points, in my opinion. Again, this engine's a bit too loud. Just going to turn it down a bit. There we go. But the H-51B2H is a very nice aircraft to fly. It's obviously a hydroplane, so immediately gets my recommendation. And well, this battle's going to go pretty mixed in terms of both sides, really. Now, I don't remember too much about this battle, because this actually occurred about 2 weeks ago, this battle did. But this was just a perfect one to show what the aircraft can and can't do. Now, first thing, if you're going to go after bombers in this thing, you are wasting your time. This aircraft does not climb very well. It climbs at about a speed of, well, you can see it here, this is pretty much the exact climbing speed you're going to get. It's not the best climber. Obviously, you saw there you get an air spawn, because obviously you don't have landing gear. If you land on the runway and you get rearmed and repaired, again, it'll give you an air spawn at the exact same altitude. Some may see it as an advantage, but personally, I see it as convenience, because I don't think you're going to get this thing off the runway with no wheels on it. So this aircraft wasn't exactly designed to land on airfields. I mean, if you want to, you can always try the river just over to the south side of the bases of the enemies, but I don't recommend doing that. You look like a bit of an idiot. But obviously we're climbing up now, we just get up to a couple of thousand feet. In the battle myself, I wasn't really doing too much. And well, it's just going to be a standard battle that I had in this thing. Obviously the roll rate is still good, it's got the floats underneath it. It's not as good as the other HE-51s, but it's still a bloody good roll rate nonetheless. Stuka down there just did a dive bombing attack and got a single base as well as a load of ground target kills. He was using Dark Age's favourite bomb, the 1000 kilogram. Up there you can see Hampton, in fact 2 Hamptons, and the scumbag who is going to camp the airfield is Razzo RRR. I really don't get why he did, because his reasoning was apparently something along the lines of bombers are suffering and all that, but mate, you lost the game because you're a twat. So at this point I'm actually checking that ex-Bopo's stats, because I was a bit questionable about him. I had every reason to. He was actually a level 70, I think he was. I'll quickly check. But if you, in fact no, he's level 9, but if you look, he's clearly smurfing. If you don't know what smurfing is, essentially it's where someone disguises themselves as a new player to attempt to pass themselves off as a noob. I don't know why there's been an increase in this lately. I've been seeing it far too much. And it's actually gotten me a bit more suspicious about engaging low-level players. Because half the time, they're smurfers. It's quite clear to me that they've been banned on previous accounts for either cheating, team killing, etc. And they're just going around smurfing people in I-15 biplanes, because apparently that's fun. No, it's not, you're just a dick. So, obviously I'm coming over the targets here, I'm at 7,000 feet, I've got some good altitude behind me. I managed to dive this thing once up to around 270 miles an hour, which, it can do it, but anything above that speed and you're running risk of ripping your wings off. As you can hear me here, I'm cranking the throttle back, and I'm diving in to give my team assistance. My original plan was to go for that V-156, but I decided no. If I can go for that Nimrod and eliminate him, that way I only have to worry about one aircraft being near me. Diving on him now. And first kill, pilot snipe. First kill of the game. I do have an ace battle in this thing, and it was my only one, but I'm saving that for something that I've got planned. But obviously you'll see that before this. I'll still record, well I'll still have it in the backlog ready to go, but it's just a question of, do you guys want to see it, is all I'm saying. But obviously I'm bringing the plane around here, chasing this V-156B. They're actually pretty troublesome to catch in this thing. Obviously that's the British one. And naturally it scores a single hit on my engine block and crits me. you can see our speed's starting to drop off quite considerably. He's actually oranged the engine and damaged one of the floats. At this point, however, I had two options. Finish him off, or return to base. It's quite clear this guy wants to fight, so I thought, right, well, I'll try and fight him with what power I have left in this engine, because as you can see, our speed has dropped. I actually ditched the bombs there. I ended up critting that guy in that pass, but nice long burst. I get a good hit into him, take out the gunner. An anti-aircraft fire is trying to help me here, but I get him. Second kill. Unfortunately, however, our ground attackers have all died. They did not kill the vehicles, so we just lost a good chunk of points there to our tickets. But here is where the long flight happens back, so I'm just going to skip this. With a damaged engine, you'll be lucky to get this thing home most of the time. And as you can tell, on 8 times speed, this took forever. But even so, I still managed to get the plane home before the engine failed, landed it safely. And obviously, we're back to the original battle here. So now, before I continue, what I'd like to bear in mind is we have a HE-100 and we have a 109E1. They're both waiting for that Hampton to come out and play, but this guy isn't. He's a scumbag. He camps the airfield. He's not going to budge. The HE-100's managed to find him, and it's going to go for him accordingly. But the second the Hampton clocks this HE-100, where do you think it's going to go? If you get straight back to his airfield, you are correct. He puts it into a turn and split S's, and he's just going to run straight back to the airfield. I actually have had problems with this squadron in the past. They tend to do this a lot. They're just pathetic. I point it out to him in chat, and he doesn't even understand his stupidity. It's just I mean, look, the Heinkel 100 is coming in to try and kill him, and he's having to run to his AAA. Obviously, the server or the replay's been a bit buggy here. But you can see, he's having to run to his airfield because he doesn't have the balls to fight it. He even pulls it vertical here, and the 100 gets smoked because of this guy camping the airfield. And people say AAA is not a problem. I don't bloody know. But the 109 here has just crash landed back at the airfield. And he puts there smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. He thinks he's funny doing this. Newsflash, pal. You're not. You're just a dick. I'm actually going to respond to him in the chat. I put there, camp all you like, you will lose. And I like to keep to promises, people, so he is going to lose. I can show you that. I dropped the bombs here. He then puts, so far not. This is where I put one of my favourite sayings to say, be prepared to eat your words. That's one of my favourite sayings. It's just such a great saying, and it makes so much sense given this guy's situation in this battle. And there you can see him just cleaning up these trucks left, right and centre. And then here we go. If I don't pay full repair, that's already a win for a bomber. He was camping it to save a repair bill on a rank 1 bomber. The Hampton's cheap, mate. In fact, let's go look. I'll just pause the replay here. Let's go and have a look at the Hampton Mark. I mean, look, 1057. Where's the TB? TB is 1007. That's nothing. You've already made a profit, pal. What a cunt, seriously. And yet, players like this will continue to get away with it because Gaijin don't want to. Bandits abusing of mechanics, little shitheads. But it's fine. As you can see on his tickets, he has, well, he's lost the game for himself. By him being a dick, he's just cost his team the game. He even then puts, sure, I'll rush into a 5 versus 1. There's 2 planes remaining, you noob. I know to that, it was 3 versus 1. Hamptons are actually pretty dang good. I really do like the Hampton myself. And he just put, because your team isn't really clever. No. You're just a camper, and he doesn't even realise it. And there he is. I couldn't be asked to go after him, I just kept derping. If I was in that 109 E1, I would have gone for him immediately. I mean, why would you camp the airfield in a rank 1 bomber? Ugh. Players will do anything to win nowadays, clearly. You can see here, this plane makes a great derping aircraft. It just mows down ground targets. Left, right, and centre. He then puts in chat, you do you, I do me. And I believe I respond to this. I don't remember what I respond with, but I remember responding to him. I don't remember what I put though. It's... Obviously I can type fast, so before I hit those trees, I'll type the message. And I used one of Dark Angel's favourite insults here, it appears. I would have told you to go F yourself, but you just saved me the effort. That's one of my favourite sayings. And right as I get my 30-second ground target kill, and my final one for the game, the Hampton dies. And also the tanks that were moving up on this side have killed a pillbox, which won us the game. So, the HE-51 Float, as I call it now. Yeah, get this thing. It's a great derping little aircraft. I absolutely adore it. Obviously, you will see dickheads like this guy who deserve to burn in hell. And, well, yeah, as you can tell, bunch of Hungarian retards. Like, I don't have a problem with Hungary before anyone starts, but it's quite clear this squadron is full of knobheads who just abuse game mechanics, such as camping airfield. But Joe De Silva got him, so thank you very much, mate. And, well, we had a great game in H51. So, I'm going to let you guys off. Obviously, I hope you enjoyed today's video on the H51 review. Yes, definitely get this thing. It is a lot of fun. Just bear in mind, you will not be able to retain your energy as good as a, normal HE-51. That's literally the only difference I've been able to find in the flight model. Your acceleration's a bit worse, and your dive speed's a bit worse, but other than that, you really cannot tell a difference. But it's a great versatile aircraft, and it's a lot of fun. So, if you like your low-tier derpers and low-tier meme planes, this thing's your bird. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's review, and I will catch you all on the next one.